formulated with biomimetic. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got my July Boxycharm box here for you today. So as usual, I've gone ahead and opened up this box. I've tried out the goodies inside, and I've got some thoughts on the different products in here. So I'm gonna run through them, let you know what's in here, and let you know my thoughts on them. So let's get to it. Okay, so the theme this month is road tripping, which is super cute. I like that whole theme because I love a good road trip. So first off, let's start with this product. This is the Dr. Brandt No More Baggage, and this retails for $42. Says, say goodbye to puffy and say hello to youthful, rested-looking eyes with Dr. Brandt's No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel, formulated with biomimetic, that's my best guess, biomimetic technology, peptides, and botanical extracts. You are guaranteed visibly reduced under-eye bags and dark circles. So I did use this today, and I was reading the instructions, and it says, after your eye moisturizer, warm a tiny amount between fingers and gently pat directly on bags and dark circles. Use alone or under makeup for best results. Let dry in between applications. Reapply as needed. So I did use an under eye cream, which I don't normally do that during the day. I don't know why. I just really don't for some reason. So I did today because it specifically said that. And things I noticed about this. It's a squeezy tube, obviously, and it's a very thick formula to it. Like at first I was like, is this open? Is there like a cover on this thing I need to remove? But no, it's just a super thick product. So it's very, very thick. And texture wise, I don't even know how to describe it. It starts off feeling like a gel, but then it gets almost matte and rubbery feeling. I can't think of any other way to describe it, but I did find that it got a little weird mixing with my under eye cream. So I don't really know how to figure that out. I guess it would maybe just depend on what you use, what kind of eye moisturizer you use, but it specifically says after your eye moisturizer. So I don't know that that's necessarily a requirement. So I'm gonna try it different ways, but today I did try it with an eye cream and I did find that it was kind of pilling up a little bit, but I do think that it helped with the puffiness. Not necessarily the darkness. I didn't necessarily notice that as much. It does have a little bit of a peachy tint to it, but I more so noticed the depuffing. So cool product. I still want to play with it more, but I think it's awesome that it's in the box because it's such an expensive product. So a great time to get to try it. So I think it's cool it's in here. I'm just still deciding how I feel about it. Then there is an eyebrow product in here. This is by Cello Beauty, and this is the eyebrow cream. And it says, add some wow to your brows. This innovative eyebrow cream effortlessly defines and shapes your eyebrows with its creamy consistency and built-in brush. The velvet-like formula makes blending easy, then sets, giving you perfect brows that will last all day and night. And this retails for $26. So I did try to use this on my brows today. We'll get to that in a second. But as far as applicator, let's start with that, or packaging and applicator. So one side is the applicator. It's an angled brow brush. I do like the brush. It's a thicker sort of a brow brush, but still really nice, like a good brush. So I like that. I like that you get the applicator. And then the other side is the actual product. This is something I would change about the packaging on this because it's kind of difficult to get this applicator down in here and get the product evenly distributed all over the applicator. It really just kind of concentrates on the angle part of the angled brush. So I wish that this were a bigger reservoir and just a wider opening to be able to get in there and just get the product a little bit more easily. So I would change that about the packaging. As far as the product itself. So I did try to use this today. Let me try to get a little bit more swatched. I tried to swatch a little bit, but I want to try to show you. Because in a swatch it's not looking this way, but when I put this on my brows, it was just looking really dark. So I did have to use some of my NYX Tame and Frame with it, you know, just kind of like make my brows not look so crazy because it was just looking a little bit dark. So there it is. It doesn't look crazy dark right there, but just when I got it on my brows, it was looking dark. So I had to bring in something else. But as far as formula goes on this, I really, really like it. It's kind of more of a moussey, I don't want to use the word dry, but it's just not super liquidy and gel-like. It's really more of a kind of drier, moussier sort of a formula. So I like that about it. I found that it looked really nice on the brows. It was easy to apply. It did still distribute the product, but you do have to kind of build it a little bit because it's more of that moussey formula. But I think it's going to stay well because of that. I found that with the NYX Tame & Frame Tinted Brow Pomade that I love so much. It's more of that kind of a formula, and I just really, really love it. So I like the formula of this. Wish that there might be a lighter color of this. I think that would work better for me. And I would change the applicator or the packaging on the bottom part of it. But overall, I think it's a good brow product. And there's a mascara in here. This is by Wander Beauty, and this is the Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. And this retails for $24. It says, this award-winning black and intensely glossy mascara will bring your lashes to new heights, literally. The Unlashed Mascara volumizes, lengthens, strengthens, and conditions your lashes while using a combination of gentle ingredients. And did I already say this retails for $24? It retails for $24. So it's kind of an interesting packaging to it. It looks like it would be a lip gloss. So I've seen mascaras like this, but I can't remember if I've ever tried one. Kind of different, fun sort of packaging to it, just something out of the norm. And then you open it up, and the applicator is kind of a curved brush applicator. So it's a bristly brush applicator, but it's got that curve to it. So I did use this on my brows today, and this is a dry formula sort of a mascara, which I like. It reminds me a lot of the CoverGirl Lash Blast mascaras. I really like those, but I use a lot of coats with those, and I don't mind that. It's just, you know, it takes some extra time to do that. But I find that they build really easily and nicely and just look pretty on the brow. So that's kind of what I was finding with this, is that first application I was noticing definitely separation and length, but to get that volume and the more wow sort of a look, and I would honestly even keep going. I didn't use any eyeliner today, so you could really see it on my lashes, but I would even go more than this, and I probably put on 4 coats, probably. And this is what I kind of got with it. So it does take some building if you want the Vavoom lashes, but it does give nice length. It does give volume, but you have to build a lot to get that volume. Definitely you get the length right away. You get that, gotta build the volume. The curl, I think it does, because it says curl, right? Volume and curl mascara, yeah. I did notice like the, you know, going up shape, but my lashes kind of do that anyway, so I'm not really sure, like if I had straight lashes, how it would do it. What was the other thing I was gonna say? I'm losing my train of thought. Let's see. Separation, that's what I was gonna say. So you definitely get the length and the separation right away, but the volume you have to build to really get some of that. But overall, I like this mascara. I'm super picky about mascaras. This is not like my favorite one that I've ever tried, but I do think it's a pretty good one, and I think the packaging is kind of fun to it. Then I got a blush. This is by Note Cosmetics, and this is the Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. And this retails for $11.99, and it says, designed to work for all skin types, this luminous paraben-free blush adds natural color to your cheeks while preventing dryness with its argan oil-infused formula. The built-in brush and mirror makes this little compact a 3-in-1 treat, perfect for the charmer on the go. So this is what the outside box looks like. I've never heard of this brand, I don't think. It doesn't sound familiar to me, but pretty packaging. It's kind of like scooped in the middle of it, and you do get the little brush at the bottom. I don't know that I would use that because it's kind of a tiny angled-y sort of a situation, but it's in there. There is a mirror somewhere. Yes, there is a mirror in here at the top of this, so you do get a mirror. And the color of this is a really fun, pretty peachy color. And I do have this on today, and I really had to tame it down because this is very pigmented. Really, really pretty and pigmented. It's, I would say, I was thinking that it was overall matte, but I don't know why I'm doing an angled swatch, but we're gonna get an angled swatch for some reason. We're just gonna do it in an angle just for kicks and giggles. I thought that this was matte, and I would say that it's matte, but they're saying that it's luminous. Oh, maybe a little bit. Maybe after you get it on, it's got like a little bit of a sheen. So I would say a satin. I would describe this as a satin. Did I tell you what the color was? This is 05 Desert Rose. Love that color, but do you see how pigmented that is? That is pigmented. So I really had to do a lot of blending. I had to kind of tame it down with my foundation brush. So super pigmented, but I did find that it applied nicely because it was so pigmented. Next time I use it, I will definitely use less and probably tap it on the back of my hand because I just had too much product. So any kind of blending issues I was experiencing was really more that I got too much product on my brush. You just need very, very little with it because it's so pigmented. So that's what I'll do next time. But overall, really like this blush, and I love getting color cosmetics in subscription boxes. So this is a definite win for me, for sure. Then last thing in here is an eyeshadow palette. This is by Crown Brush. This is the Fuego eyeshadow collection, and this retails for $29.99. It says, made up of rich, warm tone shades, this creamy, high pigmented palette gives you exactly what you need to create infinite, flawless eye looks. The 4 shimmer shades perfectly complement the 6 matte shades, making this the palette for all your glam goals. So I do have this on my eyes today. I do have swatches to show you, but let me show you the packaging. So this is the outside box, pretty standard and just a black box there and a black palette, but sleek and pretty. And then what you get in here, you do get a mirror. It's a good mirror. Yeah, it doesn't look weird. So not a funhouse mirror, seems like a functional mirror. And this is what the palette looks like. So it's a really pretty warm toned palette. And like it says in the little description, you do get a nice collection of mattes and shimmers in here. So you've got some variety as far as that goes, but it's an overall warm toned palette, but a nice neutral warm toned palette. Here are the swatches. It's really, really pretty. I used it on my eyes, like I said, and I found that the mattes blended well. I found that the shimmery shades were nice and pigmented. I did have some fallout with the shimmery shades. I had, you know, quite a bit under my eyes, but I was using quite a bit on my brush. I was kind of trying to rush to get ready, so I tend to like go a little bit crazy when I'm applying my makeup when I'm in a rush, so might have been a little bit of that, but might have been just a little bit of fallout. But the thing is that they're not soft, powdery shadows, so probably just that I got too much product. So there they are, really beautiful. I love these kind of shades. I think they're pretty and flattering on most everybody, these warm tone shades. So I think it's a good palette for them to include. It's not the nicest eyeshadow palette I've ever used, but still really good, nice quality, and I love that it's in there. I love getting palettes in subscription boxes. Those are like my favorites when Boxycharm includes a palette in their box, so I'm super excited that this is in there. Okay, so that's everything that I got in my box this month. So I just added up the value and it is $133.98. So awesome value. I really like this box. It's not my very, very favorite Boxycharm that I've gotten, because I've gotten some ones that I'm like obsessed with, but this is up there. I really, really like this one. I mean, I love getting color cosmetics, so the blush and the eyeshadow palette really make me super love this box, but I like trying out the other things too. So I think this was a really good one this month. So if you want to sign up for Boxycharm, I will leave my link down below. No pressure whatsoever to use my link, but if you do, thank you so much. I would love to know what you got in your Boxycharm. Let me know that down below. What was your favorite thing that you got? I love hearing that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!